How you doing today, guys? Welcome back to another quick video. Today I'm gonna show you how you can remove the Dork disc on your new bike. But before I do that, please go ahead and consider subscribing and turning the notification bell on if you haven't done so. If you would like to support the channel, you know there's a link down in the descriptions. Other than that, let's get right into it. Well, the first thing that you want to do is actually remove the wheel, because otherwise how we're gonna get there. And you might have either quick release, you might have a through axle, whatever the case may be. All you gotta do is take it out, remove the quick release. In this case I actually have a through axle, like so. Then you might be able to help if you have a clutch derailleur, turn it off. And then the wheel comes right out. There you have it. Once you have your wheel out, you're gonna need your cassette tool to remove the cassette. This is the nice way to do it. You can actually get a piece of pliers and just cut it off, and you don't have to remove the cassette. In this case, I do have the tool, so I'm just gonna do it that way. This is a cassette holder. I used to get a piece of a pair of leather gloves and hold the cassette in place, but since I have this tool now, why not use it? So holding it like that, you're gonna turn your cassette tool the loosey way to the left. And it should come right out. I'm gonna take advantage and clean this up, but I'm just gonna show you how to actually, this is the what holds the cassette in place. Then you can take the cassette in one piece, set the cassette to the side, and now some of them might be different. This one you just have clips in here holding it together. Some of them you gotta twist, whatever the case is. But there it is. Let me show you something. If you didn't see the video where the twig got stuck, look over here. I have some remains of the twig. Now they're gone. And now, if you can see the grooves, they're different. Only one orientation. And I can see that there's no grease on that hub at all. And this is why you gotta always check your brand new bikes, or any bike that you get, because if they're not greased, you want to put just a little bit to prevent them from seizing. I had a cassette one time that I was not able to take out just the easy way. I had to use extreme forces, so having a little bit of grease in there is always good. Then you can come back. The cassette goes in on one way only, but however this is a different kind of cassette, and this is called a micro spline. It goes only in one orientation because the grooves are different. Once you line up the grooves, it should go in no problem. Here you go, falls right in. Put the loose ones back on. See, I still have debris right there from the twig. By the way, that was a spacer that fall. You need this spacer. Just put it in right there. This one goes in like this. Let me show you something. So there's a thick groove on the hub and a thick tooth on the actual cassette. You gotta line those two up. They're side by side, and that's how they go in. More debris. No spacer in this one. I'm gonna come back and clean this. Don't think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna show you. Here's the second tooth. This one, the grooves are over here, right on, I mean, kind of like engraved on the side as well, so that you can see them. There you go. And oh, that's for this one to sit on. This one sits on the last one. This is the 10 tooth. Now, I gotta find them. This is my first cassette of this type, so I mean, the process is the same. You just gotta be aware of that thing. Pay attention, because I just noticed that the gap right here is bigger than the other one. I lost a piece. It should go right in here. So now I wonder if the spacer goes between them. I think the spacer goes right here because that thing fall is the other way. Yeah, the spacer goes right there. I can kind of see because of the marks. Spacer like so, and then the rest of them, and then you just put your twist lock. Well, I gotta say the HG cassettes are much easier than this. Alright, now it's done. You just gotta put this back on, tighten up to specs. I think this is a 40 Newton meters. I don't have a torque range, so just tighten it up and then you should be good to go. Now that's all done. Just keep in mind that you only want to do this if your bike is actually, if your rear derailleur is actually dialed in properly, because what this does is prevent the chain to going into the spokes, and if it catches in between here, it's gonna save your wheel, your spokes, maybe even your derailleur and accidents. So only do this if you're confident that you can actually have properly set up derailleur. If you know how to set up a properly a derailleur, go ahead, super easy, and it's gonna look much cleaner, because this eventually was gonna be looking all wobbly. We never liked those. Reverse process to put it back on the bike, and that's it. I hope that you learned something today. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to support the channel, link down in the description. If you haven't, subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss more content. Other than that, that's it for this one, and I'll see you on the trail. Goodbye.